Around here, this is more than a game. It's family, it's culture, it's legacy. A community that understands the work, respects the grind, and honors the journey. From the hardwood to the highlight moments, to every player chasing greatness. This is where passion grows, where fans become family, where standards are protected, where women's basketball lives. Welcome to Everybody Loves JuJu12.
Come on in. Come on in. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. So welcome to Everybody Loves JuJu12 Talks Hoops. Where you girl, I'm your host, Juju, where I talk straight up hoops. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in, come on in. I'm trying to come up here regularly, guys. I want to first give a shout out to my day ones, my new ones, and my newly subscribers who've been coming back here regularly. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I told you all a couple of weeks ago that I was at 700 and something, and I said, you know what? I'm going to start pushing for more followers and subscribers before we get to college season. And man, you guys, you have not let me down. I wanted to reach 800, and I did. And I was moving mighty quickly. And then from 800, I went now to 815, and it's all because of you guys. And I just got to give you guys a shout out and appreciation for that, because it's just fun. It's fun talking with you guys. It's fun bringing up people here and having a panel and just talking WNBA, talking hoops in general, talking about what's trending, what's highlighting. I've done it, tried different talking pieces, thinking pieces that was on my heart and on my mind to talk about. As well as every Tuesday, don't forget, I'm going to be talking, doing different episodes up until probably November 2nd, obviously, when the season begins. We got 85 more days before the NCAA women's basketball begins. And the Trojans, I'm so excited about that. I will be at the game November 2nd for Juju's return. So I'm going to be talking about USC and my thoughts and, just kind of giving my thoughts and my opinions along the way and highlighting different things that I may catch on USC women's basketball, Instagram, social media, to TikTok, whatever the girls are doing. I'm gonna talk about with you guys. But what I want to do tonight? Listen, I didn't come up with this name, so when I say it, don't bite you. What you talk about? The Young Hoes. They named themselves. The Young Hoes are coming. That's the name. That's the title, Kayla. How you doing, Kayla? I want to talk to you about something later, Kayla, up there that's happening up north, if you're still here. Mystics versus Aces game. And I think yesterday was Mystics versus Mercury. Shakira Austin and Washington's Rising Stars. Now, last year, if you remember, if you followed me, I was always talking about this team because my Projan, Kiki Iriafen, is there. And then I noticed the two of them, Sonia Citron, we named them Kitron. It was not me, but they were nicknamed Kitron. And so then incoming Lauren Betts and Cotie and Cassandra. It's so crazy. This team is so exciting, man. Like Cotie McMahon, I just Sydney Johnson. I figured him out when he picked up the album. Let me just start the show because I just love this team. I love this team. This team in the Valks are really exciting to me. You know that, Kayla. I gotta stick to the Bay Area. So I keep telling you guys about these Washington Mystics. or like I said, as we affectionately call them over here, the young hoes. And at some point, we had to stop calling this team a nice young story. That's what we kept saying. They're nice and they're young, and we, but we got to stop overlooking them, man. We got to stop overthinking them, and most importantly, we got to stop overlooking Shakira Austin, who I affectionately call Shakira. I've always been a fan of Shakira Austin. I mean, I can go back. I know she played for Maryland, and then she landed and finished her career at Ole Miss. And I remember when she came to the Mystics, I was so excited for her. I said, this one right here is raw. She a little rough around the edges, but she couldn't stay healthy, bro. So, but I always been a fan of hers. So I was like, every time I look at her, I'm like, she's going to be deadly. She's going to be deadly one day. Figure out who she is. She's going to be deadly. So my issue was never the talent. My question was, can she stay healthy long enough for us to see what this woman actually is? Well, guess what? She's healthy now. And look at her. Against Atlanta, she scored 21 points, 11 rebounds, 5 blocks. And you know me, and I love blocks. And listen, it wasn't so much that, the blocks were against Angel Reese, 3 of them, and 2 of them, one of them was against, I think, Ryan and Alicia. I was like, no. It wasn't so much about them as much as to me it was about Shakira. Like, she's supposed to do that. And so, but the fact that she just strung them along together so well. So she's healthy now. And, but listen, don't just read the box score. You got to watch the film of her. You got to watch her feet. Watch her footwork, y'all. She's like whirling dervish, tween hezzies, step throughs. Oh, man, I got to take a drink. I gotta drink some water on this. I seen her do something that was so cold. And I should be showing you highlights right now, but that'll come in time. Maybe I can't pull this one highlight. I just don't want to get copyrighted. I don't even know how to do that without getting, in a problem. But you gotta watch the way she changes directions offensively. Watch the shifty moves that she makes. Watch her face-up game. Watch her finish through traffic. Then go to the other end and watch her protect the rim. And that's why I'm saying tonight, Shakira Austin is the prototype modern center. She is the prototype modern center. 6'5", mobile, athletic, skilled, can defend the paint, move her feet, rebound, score around the basket, create offense without looking like a traditional stationary Frankenstein robotic center. And here's what's different about Washington right now. She doesn't have to do it alone. You have Kiki Iriafen. You have Lauren Betts giving them another enormous presence around the rim. You got perimeter dogs, Sonia Citron, Cotie McMahon, Michaela Onyenwere, who I've been waiting for her to be her. I wasn't sure that Michaela was actually going to be the dog and be consistent like she's turning into, but she's that needed perimeter piece, and I love it. You got Georgia Amoore. She's just floor general running the show. She was actually the only one that didn't score, I think, last night. But you know what? She was doing everything else. She was keeping it flowing, keeping it going. You got Cassandre Prosper, who is steadily developing and growing in her position, and she getting that dog mentality. Now, this roster, for me, it has length. It has youth. It has toughness, fearlessness, really, and it has versatility. And now you're telling me, Kayla, that we're going to, you're dropping Betnijah Laney-Hamilton into the middle of all of this. And you already know how she is, how she plays. She's a dog. So we're going to talk about that because everybody keeps looking at the names at the top of the WNBA, like Minnesota, Vegas, Golden State, Indiana. But while everybody else is looking up there, Washington has quietly been building something. So I'm asking, are the Washington Mystics just a good young regular season team? Or are the young hoes getting ready to ruin somebody's postseason? That is the question, Kayla. They better watch. Okay, Kayla, there you go. You with me. They better watch out for the Mystics. I can't wait for the playoffs. I'm like, oh my gosh. As it stands right now, correct me. What's up, Jacob? As it stands right now, and Jacob can correct me. As it stands right now, if we were to go on and play, if we were to begin the playoffs today, they would be playing the Fever. And the thing about the Fever, they know that. Peep this, Kayla and Jacob. They know that. So guess who they went out and got? Who do y'all know? Put it in the chat if you know who they went out and got, because they know. They know that they better get some help with Timpson and Boston. They better get some help, because Boston got to spend her time setting tremendous screens to get Caitlin Clark open if she's smart, which will take her out of the paint, which will leave who? Dantas is injured. Timpson, you want Timpson to handle Shakira Austin? She ate her up. She ate her up. You want Timpson to handle Kiki Iriafen? And then if we swap to give Shakira a rest, we bring in Lauren Betts. You want Timpson to handle that? Because Boston's she's gotta stay up around she likes to shoot threes. She's got to stay up there and set some mean picks to get Caitlin open, to get her free, and to protect her. Because, protect her from defenders double teaming her. Bing, 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 bing. Jacob. Mercedes Russell, 6'6", formerly from Seattle. I think she went somewhere else. And I ain't seen her since. She's been around the league. Mercedes Russell. They went and got, I'm going to let Jacob come up here and talk about that one in a minute. Because I already know what he's going to say. Jacob, be prepared. If you can, join me. Just remember what I want you to talk about, because I know you got an opinion about this. Shakira. Oh, Shakira. The season numbers now reinforce what you've been seeing. Austin is at approximately 16.2 points per game, 9.6 rebounds per game, and 2 assists. She actually even getting almost 3 assists a game. Show me how many centers have a combination of size, mobility, footwork, defensive range, and offensive creation. I'll wait. Put it in the chat. I'll wait. Show me show me how many centers have her combination of size, mobility, footwork, defensive range, and offensive creation. I'll wait. Centers. What's up, RC? Mercedes Russell ain't moving no damn. I can't stand RC. He don't mix. What's up, RC? At least she's 6'6". Can't teach height. I'll talk about that topics that you have in the title, the ones you want me to talk about. Okay. And none. Anybody wanna take a stab? Any centers that you want to tell me have what Shakira have? This trainer's leaving. I'm going to tell you none. Absolutely none. Against Atlanta, those 5 blocks illustrated the difference between simply being tall and being a rim deterrent. And then Atlanta cut a 16-point lead to 3 late, and Washington ultimately went to Austin. She scored over 2 defenders with 9.7 seconds remaining to essentially seal it. Question. If Shakira Austin stays healthy, where does she rank among WNBA centers? Centers. I want to hear what you guys got to say. Where does she rank among the centers? RC says Shakira is her. Man. Whew. Man. Man, oh man, oh man. Oh my goodness. She ranks number 1, Jacob. Because Jacob will tell you. Jacob don't hold back. Jacob will tell you. You're like, oh, no. Okay, RC, you say top 3. Is she number 1, 2, or 3? And if not, what centers do you have above Shakira? I'm curious. Because I can't think of any centers. Because of the fact that Asia, I know you're thinking of Asia, and I think you're thinking of Leah. I could be wrong. But if you're thinking of Dom Malone, who are you thinking about? Because they ultimately want to be the 4s. So that's how I think of them. They want to be 4s. Asia and Boston. Who is it, RC, that you think, if she's in the top 3, and I bet you have her at 3, who's 1 and 2? Anybody in the chat that hasn't joined, feel free to join. Just hit that like and subscribe button and start following me. I'm your host, Juju. This is Everybody Love Juju12 Talks Hoops. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? It's free. It doesn't cost anything. You can help a girl out. You taking Shakira? I know you are, Jacob. Right now. When Shakira is healthy, right now, and the crazy thing, Jacob, is people are talking, why isn't she? It's so funny because this conversation, why isn't Kelsey on the Olympic team? Like, they're just supposed to jump out of nowhere. They didn't even go to camp, nothing. They've been on USA teams, Kelsey Mitchell, Shakira, who else did they say? Kelsey, Shakira, Olivia Miles. They've all won gold before, whether it's 3-on-3, 5-on-5, whatever it is. But you can't just jump in like that. They ran their course, and then maybe they'll do it again, in the 2027 era, season, and then they're gonna start, it's like an audition, a tryout. Asia, I know you're gonna say Asian AB, but they don't consider. See, that's not fair because they don't really consider themselves sinners. RC, I can't really even argue with that. RC, I don't count Asia. I don't either. She don't be wanting to play that. Kelsey Plum need to just go on ahead and shit. That's my girl, though. Oh, for the rest of the season, she got re-injured. I think she hit her head. And if she wants to, if she's on that, and I think she is, Jacob, tell me, I can't remember. I think she's part of the team that's going to be playing in Berlin. I kind of feel like she wants to shut it down. But she came to help Phoenix. And they actually had an opportunity to kind of make a run. You know what I mean? And the young lady that they swapped her for, so to speak, she's doing fantastic. She feels welcome. She said some really nice things about coming to the Sparks, y'all. Actually, to be honest with you, she actually played better when I saw her the other night with the Sparks. Now, we should look at the roster. I wanna find something where I can find the roster of the Mystics, y'all. I'm just so freaking excited about the Mystics. I feel like something terrific is about to happen, something crazy, something fun. And I love shakeups. I just love shakeups. Let's see here. Let's take a look. Let's look at here. Let's look at here, guys. Let's take a look here, guys. All right. Let me see if I can bring this up a little bit more for y'all. Let's look at the roster of the Washington Mystics, starting with I don't know if you can see that. I'm trying to make it a little bit bigger. I don't think I can. So let's start with Georgia Amoore, guard. Is that their age? 25? Well, I didn't know she was that. Okay, that makes sense. 5'6", out of Kentucky. Shakira Austin, center, 26, 6'5", Ole Miss. Lauren Betts, center, 22, 6'7", UCLA. Sonia Citron, guard, 22, 6'1", Notre Dame. Coming right behind it is Angela Dugalić. Angela and Lauren are the reigning NCAA champions out of UCLA. 24 years old, 6'4". Alicia Flores, international guard, 22 years old, 5'9". Kiki Iriafen, Kikiola, forward, 22, 6'3", USC. Betnijah Laney-Hamilton, guard, 32, 6-foot guard, Rutgers. Darianna Littlepage-Buggs, we call her Bugs, guard, 22, 6'1", Baylor. Cotie McMahon, guard, 22, 6-foot, Ole Miss, by way of Ohio State. I should have said that too. That Angela Dugalić, she came from Oregon to use by way of UCLA. Lauren Betts came from Stanford to UCLA. Shakira Austin, Maryland to Ole Miss, if you didn't know. And then Georgia Amoore, Virginia Tech to Kentucky. Kiki, Stanford, UCLA. Lucy Olsen, Villanova to Iowa, guard, 5'10", 23 years old. Michaela Onyenwere, forward, 27. I think Michaela was, she's out of UCLA, and she's actually the assistant coach. Look at the chemistry. We got 3 UCLAs on here. Major program. This is the point I'm trying to make. Cassandre Prosper, Notre Dame, guard, 21. What the point I'm trying to make to you guys is this. These are major programs. Major. UCLA, Notre Dame, Stanford, Maryland. Stanford has won a championship. Notre Dame has won championship. USC has won championships. Oregon came close. Ole Miss back in the day was major with, I think, Van Chancellor. Baylor, we already know. Kim Mulkey has won championship. Baylor. These are major programs. UCLA has now won championships. Do you get where I'm going? They come from elite programs. They're young, yes, but they come from major powerhouse programs. Okay? Makes a difference, y'all. The interior is Shakira, Kiki, and Lauren Betts. I said that. The size, rebound, and physicality. Multiple different offensive looks that they give you. Perimeter, Dog, Sony, Cotie, Michaela. Now we're talking about bigger wings who can defend and make Washington uncomfortable to play against. The engine, Georgia Amoore. She's the organizer. She doesn't need her. We don't need her to dominate the basketball every possession like she was dribbling the air out of the basketball in the beginning. They need her to put all those weapons in the correct places. And the wild card to me is Cassandre Prosper at 6'3" on the perimeter. You know, that's another length that fits this identity. And this is important because the bench, the bench doesn't have to be spectacular. Everybody's looking for a perfect roster. That's what everybody always looks for. Everybody's looking for that perfect roster, but you don't need that. Washington doesn't need their bench to be perfect. Stop saying, when does their bench look like? They don't need that. They need that. They need that bench to hold the rope when they come into the game. When the starting players come out, they need that bench to hold the rope. And that's what I love about Lucy Olsen. She'll come in a few minutes and go boom, 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 and then go sit down. Now they've added Betnijah Laney-Hamilton. They claimed her off for waivers from New York. New York let her go. So adding that veteran, did you see her? She looked like the mother hen in the midst of them, and they were all excited to have her there. So we didn't even have to surrender anybody, because that's what I was doing the other night when I said, let's do a show on buy, sell, and hold. And I was like, Washington needs to just hold. But I didn't expect that to drop in her lap. So her resume looks like this. And I believe it's exactly what they lacked. She was drafted by Chicago in 2015. 2020, she had a breakout season in Atlanta, and she won the most improved player. She earned all defensive team recognition. Then she goes to New York in 2021, and she became an all-star. And in 2023, she made the all defensive recognition again. And then in 2024, she was part of the WNBA championship with Liberty. Now she's joining the Washington Wizards, where she doesn't have to be a star. Her value could be defense, physicality, which I don't even think this team needs any more physicality. Good Lord. Experience, she's tough. And then she's going to show the young players what playoff possessions should look like. You know what I'm saying? That's potentially a much bigger acquisition than her scoring average, which everybody's going to look at. And reports indicate that Washington has a tentative plan for working her right into the lineup rather than immediately throwing her into major minutes. So that's good too. And it sounds like she's cool with it. What say you guys? So let's see what y'all are talking about. RC, we're going back to the previous conversation. Ju and Jake, there seems to be a lot of fours doubling as fives. Of course, yeah, Natasha Howard is another name. But she's not a center. Tasha reminds me of a four. But I know where you're going with that, because if Fee comes back, is she a four? And if she's on the floor at the same time as Fee, does she slide to the five? I'm sure she does. Not a very tall five, but she definitely. I take Shakira over Natasha. Real spill, Ju. Betnijah has to do his battle cleanup for the minutes. Come off the bench, play some good D, knock threes down, provide. Yep. It's up to yep. There you go. RC, you got it. You got the vision. Now, next, this will be a good topic. This will be something Jacob can piggyback on, because I know he got something to say. Sydney Johnson, the GM, the coach, the innovator. What do we want to call him? Because everybody was fussing at Sydney because they never could understand, like, why did he do this? Why did he substitute this rotation? Then I had to stop myself, realizing, like, early in the season, you want to see what everybody can do. You want to try different combinations. You're not out there like, you want to win, obviously, but it's early on. You can fool around with it. You're not going to be up there at number one. So let's figure out what we got. So Sydney Johnson is another angle that he isn't just merely coaching talented players. He's actually developing players. He's developing an identity. You can see it. During this surge, Mystics have had like top level defense. While their offense is accelerated considerably, approximately 112. What do they say? 112 point per 100 possessions during a 6-game winning streak, entering into Sunday's action. And note this, man, they've won 7 straight. 7. It's probably the most in the WNBA right now. So that's significant, because the preseason questions wasn't whether Washington could defend. It was where's the offense coming from? Was there enough offense? Now, I was probably one that said that too. And now they're beginning to answer it, because, I framed Sydney's coaching as defend first, rebound, run, attack the paint, Cotie McMahon, and share the ball. And they share the ball so well. So the front office deserves a lot of credit for adding Laney-Hamilton without kind of like disrupting the young foundations. And I think, you guys, that's why I didn't want to bring. I know some people are like saying bring Kelsey Plum over. I think because you paying Kelsey's $1 million baby. She's won championships, and wherever she goes, she needs the ball in her hand. They say, and high usage. So bringing her in that, it's gonna disrupt them. It was kind of like how Slim, I love you, Slim, but it was kind of like how what Slim was doing. You know what I mean? With Slim there, it was like you had to you had to defer to Slim to take the last shot, or defer to Slim instead of letting the ball move in a read and react type of offense. Now, I think we should stop calling them a future team and start saying this. Washington is 19-12. 19-12. That puts them right in the thick of the playoff race rather than just sneaking into the postseason. So what's their ceiling? I see 3 levels. Their floor is a playoff team, right? We got that. Realistic ceiling, I think they can win the first round. I think they can win the first round, guys. Dangerous ceiling gets into a matchup where size defense travels and makes a favorite very uncomfortable. Excuse me. They can make a team that is favored to win very uncomfortable. Like a team that's favored to win, like the Liberty, right? Although the Liberty is beneath them, right? Everybody sees the Liberty ceiling high, but I feel like they would make the Liberty uncomfortable. They can make the Fever uncomfortable. They damn sure can make Atlanta uncomfortable. So I'm ready to call Washington the championship favorite. Don't shoot me, guys. Don't shoot me. But you heard it here. I think they're becoming a team that a contender could look at in the bracket and say, God damn it, anybody but them. And you know who would say that? The Aces. Dream. They don't want to play. They don't want to play them. Because young legs, size, defense, multiple creators, and experience. Laney-Hamilton is exactly the kind of combination, guys, that comes irritating in a playoff series. It's irritating. Can you all hear me in there? Can y'all hear me? Let's talk. Let's see. Time. Keep an eye on my watch. That's what I'm talking about. You gotta listen to me. You gotta listen to me, man. I'm just saying. RC said Washington is going to be so good they might get another top pick unless they trade. Exactly. As a GM, he's doing well. As a coach, want to see him do better. Okay. Time said Johnson, what a coach for the Washington Mystics. He's doing a hell of a job. And they got 2 monster players. Kiki, I'm in love with her. 22, the sharpshooter and the redhead. Sonia Citron and Shakira. Hot dog Kelsey Plum would have been great with the Washington, but I don't think she would have been great. That's what I was saying, Time. It takes away. See, Laney-Hamilton, I was coming off the bench, and what she's not, a great offensive threat. The ball would have to be in the hands of Kelsey too much. And right now the ball is being shared. The ball is like moving in a read and react offensive way. And they're very unselfish. So no, and it's no shade against Kelsey. It's Plum, because that's my girl. Don't get me wrong. But no, I just need somebody like Shakira, who's the engine. They can get everybody in the right positions, hold the ball and pass the ball and get move. Just do that. I don't need a Kelsey Plum. There's too much going on. Sahara, I was never concerned with the Mystics' interior offense. The outside shooting was and still my mate. Really? Okay, outside shooting. You cannot bring Kelsey Plum, KPZ to the Mystics. That's what I'm saying, RC, from Sonia, Citron, Kiki, Shakira, all of them. That's what I'm saying. You follow me. Whoever played Washington makes it better. That's what I'm saying, Time. You better watch your back. They're going to be very uncomfortable. They don't want to see them coming. I actually just gave you my floor, my ceiling. I just told you. I see them getting out of the first round. And that's why the Fever ran out and got Mercedes Russell. And that's not going to help them at all. That's not going to help them. And they better hope they don't face the Mystics. They just better hope they don't face the Mystics. Because I thought the Mystics' youth and some of the, crunch time mistakes, but when they came back in 4 double overtime, y'all were there, 4 overtimes against Toronto. And they had the wherewithal, the fight, the resilience to overcome all adversities and win that game in a shot. And they've done this a couple of times. They'll go up to the wire with you and battle you. And Cotie will ram it down your throat. Ju, who will the Mystics play if the postseason begin today? You know what I'm looking up. Well, I said the Fever, your team. They will make a lot of teams uncomfortable. Washington will make a lot. Exactly. Atlanta won't be playing weak teams like the Temple. Don't know what you're talking about, Anthony. Championship favorite? Ju, say what? Oh, the Aces. I would love to see the Mystics sweep the Aces. I'm here for it. I'm just saying. Shit. It would have to go. What I mean by this is that right now the Lynx are the favorite. I don't care what you guys say. The Lynx, I want to see Kayla McBride get one. She's one of the oldest on that team. You know, Fee's been trying to get it. Olivia would be a refreshing MVP, Rookie of the Year. That's me. That's who I got. But I sure would like to see the Mystics get in there and do some work on these both. Vegas don't want to play Washington Mystics. The Lynx don't want to play Washington Mystics. The Liberty, the Fever, whoever you put in their way, don't want to play the Mystics. Now, hey, B Will, no, they don't want to see them. But I'm gonna tell you another team that's pretty cool. Pretty. I love with how they play and how they play together, and they're very close. Natalie Nakase has the bouts earlier in challenging of being a real contender a year earlier than I thought. And definitely Mystics are a year earlier than I thought. Y'all better watch out for those two teams. I'm just saying. Now, this is funny. The first time I saw Sydney Johnson, I thought I was looking at Michael Redd. I was fooled at first. They say we all got doppelgangers. Dang, why do I know that name? I don't know that name. He reminds me of somebody, too, and I don't know. RT, I definitely understand what you're saying because I've been watching the Misses lately, and they look real good. Yes, Ty, we've been talking about them. We were just rooting them in. B. Will and I, we've been talking about them for a long time. They were just our young hoes. They were just our babies. I didn't think that it was gonna happen this fast. I was like, I knew when he got the bigs like Dugalić and Betts, and they're like, why did he stack him? I'm like, what do you mean? You want double? You want somebody to back up Shakira? You want someone to back up Kiki? You want somebody to back up your starters? I was like, why would you guys say that? I still hear people, not anybody in here, and people on the outside that I don't even follow. This conversation. Oh, we should trade bets. What are you trading bets? We're not trading no goddamn bets. That's a hater. Why would you say that? You leave them big just the way they are. Let me tell you something. Juju Watkins, if Juju Watkins can land in Washington, the team for a long time last year, that's who my girls on X had Juju going to Washington or the Temple. They had them for like, God, I feel like the whole year they kept on saying Washington or putting her in Washington and Temple. Then they put her in a Seattle uniform, and then they put her in. Maybe I seen maybe one person along the lines with me and with Sparks, and then when we found out Connecticut got sold and in the whole Comets thing, then people start putting her in the Comets uniform. And the crazy thing about it is she may not be coming out. Yeah, we talked about that. I laughed about it. I'm about to bring Jacob up here in a second. Because yeah. They brought Mercedes in because they looked and they saw that the chances of them possibly playing the Mystics scares the crap out of them. Fever can beat the Mystics. You think so, Anthony? I can't wait to see if you're right, Anthony. You gotta give it to Olivia right now. She balling. If he's a problem, man, Olivia is my MVP. B. Will, we're gonna see, but getting Mercedes Russell pickup was a cop out to me. We should have tried to get the Tina Charles to come out of retirement. She ain't been playing. Facts, Juju. I like them too, but they can't score on it. deficiency in scoring for them to win the game has to be like, oh, Detroit. I'm not sure who you said you like. Yeah, tell me which team you're talking about, Time. You like, because I'm behind. Michael Redd played for Milwaukee Bucks in the early mid-2000s. Okay, he also played for College Ohio State. Okay. Juju, would Juju would move to Washington D.C. to keep up? Juju would move to Washington D.C. to keep up Juju? Nah, hell no, I don't want to live in D.C. No, I'm good. I comes here when she comes to town. Listen, whatever city I've ever lived in, I got a pro team. I've always had pro teams. I had pro teams since I was 14 years old in San Francisco. And then I came to LA to play scholarship to play ball and track at the Northridge, and I've been here ever since. And we got a team now. We had two teams. First, we had the Long Beach ABL team. I used to go see them, and then we had Sparks. So I'm good. And then we built in, the Aces. I've only been to Michelob Arena where the Aces played for the Players College era last year. I believe WNBA is trying to get Juju to stay right there in LA. You already know, Time. You already know where I stand on that. Good. We already had a big discussion about that. Yeah. It's still in the works. I said it. I don't even know. I think they need to get their SIHT together before Juju come out. Before any of my talented college girls come out. They're gonna bring so much fundamentals, so much fierceness. They're already bringing it. These college girls are not like gonna be like normal rookies. It's gonna be several of them that got game. I don't think the Fever can beat the Misses, and I think that's a coin flip. I'm with you, but because look, the first round is 3 games. It's just 3 games, and that's the way it used to be back in the day. It used to be 1 game, then 3 games. Yeah, it used to be hardcore in the beginning. In my day, it used to be hardcore. Like you get knocked out, like, hey, we need to play more games. This ain't it. So yeah. So the Fever, Mystics, it's no room for error. It's like boom, boom. Let's move on. And you'll be an afterthought because it's going to move fast after that. Only reason why Teddy's is in play because she's sick. That's it. X. I can't see your name, but that's it. That's it. I'm trying to be mean, but you said it. Are you shocked at how quick feet? Yes, I am, but not really because I knew they were waiting for her. Like they gave her just enough time. I wouldn't have rushed her either because the way that Miles had been holding it down, I wouldn't have rushed her either. And then in practice, we really couldn't see it. We don't know, and we knew. I knew they would gel. And the reason I knew gel, Thea is very. She's so fundamental. Look at them UConn players. You know what I mean? She sat there and she took in how Miles operates, and she knows how to just fit in. You know what I mean? She doesn't have to have it here, have it there, or you don't have to reconstruct everything around Fee. Fee is so easygoing, just like her personality. So I knew she was going to fit right in. She doesn't want to come in and disrupt the chemistry that they already have, and she's the perfect personality for that. Indy needs a stretch big. This was a Hail Mary move. Yeah. Yeah, Indy. The thing is, Mercedes has to come down and help out Timpson more at times, or come in, and I don't know if she's starting her or anything like that, but Shakira is just eating Timpson up. And like I said, Aaliyah Boston is like Draymond Green. She needs to help Caitlin out with setting the proper screens and getting Caitlin open. That's her job. And not necessarily rolling to the basket, but she needs to be that strong that pillar that if Caitlin goes this way and the person's still with her, that she can reverse back the other way. And then, AB can spin that way and be a screen for her. She has to take that person off of her that's running around guarding her to help her get free. And if she's doing that and she's out of the paint, then who's your rim protector? So you had to, you know what I mean? Timpson can do it. She can do her job against a lot of other bottom feeder teams. But, you know, when it comes to the bigger, stronger teams with Lynx or definitely with the Mystics, New York with JJ and Brianna and Han and, you know, even the Valks, you know what I'm saying? Like, can you hang with Kia Stokes and Letitia Amoore? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot going on. The young O's, OYOs, also BK, the young hoes, if you know you've been, you know you've been new. I don't know how to say how you said it, but I got you. The white Ryan Iowa, good luck. Russell hadn't been a difference maker in any team. She's been a Orange. I'm talking Golden State, hell of a defense. They need some scoring. That lady can coach her, but Natalie Nakase is the shit. Good evening. Hey, where you been, Nicholas? How you doing, Nicholas? Hit that like button for me. I know the Aces starters are embarrassing after the bench outscored them. Tanaya had 20 points. Justin Prasad, Yamamoto showed up. The starters did not. Yeah, they didn't play, RC. Remember? They were resting. What up, Miss D? Fever is capable of beating the Mystics, in my opinion, but I'm taking my hoes all day. Yeah. I think that I honestly, in a 3-game series, they don't want to see the Mystics. They don't want to see the Mystics, y'all. I think they're 1-1 with them right now. You guys can check if you want. They don't want to see them in a 3-game series. The way they be limping along. Lexia Hall has been atrocious. Sophie, she got a lot of drama going on. She barely scoring. AB, I don't even think AB is really healthy. Assault battery, I don't think she's fully healthy. Caitlin, you already know what her deal is. I don't know. She can't even play. I don't even know how she's gonna make it through a series. She be huffing and puffing down the stretch, giving it all she got. She flops on the ground and it injures herself. Kelsey Mitchell is always game. She's always ready. Ty Harris, she'll come in and help. They barely play Raven. They don't play anybody else. Nope, the Fever can't beat the Mystics. Steve, there you got it. You heard it. You heard it, y'all. You already know where I'm coming from. I'm with the YOs all damn day. Oh, super chat. Thank you. Is that you, B Will? Thank you. Thank you for contributing to the channel. It's always a pleasure to talk to y'all. This is just my the reason I haven't brought anybody up for a panel because I was supposed to be running down my segments. Now, this is a perfect setup because this is what we really should be talking about. And this is where I'm going to bring B Will, Miss D. You guys came in just in time. Wody, Jacob. Did I miss anybody that usually comes up here? I'm going to let y'all cook tonight because y'all, I want to tell you how this is going to work. And this is what we're going to talk about. You get when you want to land your point and everything, you're not going to talk over each other. We're going to unmute our mic when you want to go. Hopefully you guys can see the screen. And you got 2 minutes to say what you got to say. And don't change and go to another topic until everybody's had a chance to say what they have to say. If you don't mind. We're going to try to do it. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I'll stop you if I say, hey, slow down. Don't make me scream, guys. It's late. I want everybody to have an opportunity for 2 minutes to give their take. What is the take about? It's the perfect timing for this show. Tomorrow night, Tuesday, August 11th, and Thursday, August 13th. By the way, 3 days before my birthday, which is Sunday, August 16th, just to let y'all know my birthday. I'm a Leo. The first game tips off at 7 p.m. my time. And this right here is the measuring stick. What am I talking about? Washington plays Vegas tomorrow and Thursday. This is what I need you guys to come to the stage with your take. The Aces says minus 7.5. Mystics are plus 7.5. Money line is Washington plus 260. Vegas minus 340. Total 168.5 for all of you guys who bet. The numbers can move before Tuesday, so you know, might want to update that if you guys are doing like I was doing that. I was doing that a year ago, 2 years ago. I was into the betting thing. So here's a matchup. Number one. That you guys can comment on this. Listen to me. Write it down. The matchup for me, Shakira Austin versus A'ja Wilson. This is the headliner. The headliner is Shakira versus A'ja. Shakira, you want us to put Washington in that upper conversation? Well, here's the measuring stick. Can Washington make A'ja work defensively while also throwing length at her on the other end? Matchup number 2, Washington's size. This is my favorite. Versus Vegas spacing. Austin bets Iriafen creates a fascinating problem in my eyes. Vegas wants room for A'ja and the guards to work. You guys know how they do. And then Washington wants to shrink the floor, with taking up space with their big. So who's going to dictate the geography, basically? Who's going to dictate? That's the second thing I want y'all to talk about. The third thing is Sonia and Cotie versus their guards and wings. This is what I want to talk about. Sonia Citron, Cotie McMahon versus Vegas guards and wings. Washington cannot let the perimeter players comfortably walk into actions. You know what I mean? How they just walk into it. They got to get physical. They got to blow up actions. Washington, you got to, you know what I mean by that, guys, right? You got to blow up actions. You got to make Vegas initiate offense way farther away from the basket. Number 4, Georgia Amoore versus Vegas' pressure. Oh, my God, pray for us. Jacob, please don't come in here killing Georgia, and I know you will. This is the problem, guys. And I already know how I want to solve this. Eventually, if Georgia can't handle and guard Jackie, we're going to have to go ahead and go with Sonia and Cotie. But I don't want to do it real soon. I don't want to show that yet. I want to do that like the second half because that's how we're gonna end the game. Just remember what I'm saying. This could be decide everything, okay? So the young floor general, can she handle Vegas when they start throwing those traps at her? Switching and speeding her up, and that's when she kind of gets kind of loosey-goosey. She's coming off an injury, dog. You know what I'm saying? She didn't even get to play her rookie year. But she's older, so I kind of like I'm riding with her, Can Washington handle that? So Washington, if they start turning it over repeatedly, like I've seen when she can't handle it, then Vegas is going to run us out of the gym straight up. If Amoore can control the tempo of the game, I think we got ourselves a basketball game. Okay, next thing, the second game. And because it's a 2-game setup, right? I think game 1 is going to tell us about the talent, like what I was talking about, the different matchups. And then game 2, in my opinion, is going to tell us about Sydney and Coach Becky. Can Vegas adjust? Can Sydney adjust? Then we're going to see if Washington's newfound 7-game success is sustainable. So are the Washington Mystics a legitimate WNBA contender, or are we talking way too early? Give me your position. I think everybody is giving them another year, but I might be overlooking something right now. So here we go. Here's what I'm leaving with you guys for tonight, and I'm going to bring you up. I'm not crowning Washington. Let's get that clear, okay? I'm not putting them above Minnesota, Vegas, or anybody before they can prove it. But I'm done treating them like, the babies. Because the young hoes can play. They defend, they got size, they got guards, they got wings. They got a coach who has them believing in themselves. They got confidence. They just added a proven champion in Betnijah Laney-Hamilton, and they're smack dab in the middle of it all with Shakira. So now we get to play Vegas twice, and that's perfect because if they want respect, they got to take it, y'all. Because if Washington walks into Las Vegas and takes one or both, we're going to be talking differently. We're going to be having a conversation about these young hoes. So don't overlook them. So I'm about to bring y'all up. Hope y'all are with me. Stay with me. I'm going to put the link down here, and I got to hear this because I've been talking a while, but I had to do this because that's what my show, that's what I have to do. I had to lay it down, my thoughts, so I can just listen. There's the link. Pop in. Did I read that right? Was that rolling down? Yeah, that was you, Be Well. Thank you, sir. Come on in. Come on up, Miss D. Come on up. Come up. Time. Come on. Don't go to sleep. Jacob, don't go to sleep. RC, Miss D, Time, Jacob, join. Woody Mac. Thank you, Woody Mac. Come on, y'all. Don't keep talking in the chat, RC. Just don't talk loud. I know that baby need to be getting to sleep, but you come on up here if you want to. We're gonna have a conversation panel. I want to hear because I already know that I got some Aces fans in here. Woody Mac don't got a dog in the fight, but he's gonna be neutral. RC, he got a player on the Mystics, Lucy Olsen. Do you got any players for the Aces? You guys, UCLA players, you got to be a Mystics fan. Misty, I know Misty is as Aces. She's gonna talk her shit. Come on up. Hold on, fellas. I want to get him in here. If MDT is here, come on in. If he's not asleep, I need MDT's email so I can tell him like I've been wanting to shoot him to warn him. Okay, so Miss D, that would be interesting. She said the Beaver can't beat the Mystics, so that'd be another angle. B will stop laughing at the assault and battery. Jacob, where are you? At least tell me you're coming or you're not coming. Oh, Sky versus Storm is a good game. Damn. I know that game is on right now, and I couldn't watch it because I wanted to get this out. Jacob, there he is. Jacob's gonna be talking. Now remember, 2 minutes, 2 minute soliloquies, whatever you have to say. And I gave you the topics. I gave you what I would kind of want you guys to land on, if you don't mind. But you got 2 minutes. Don't waste it. Okay, I got B. Will, Wody Mac, Jacobs, Miss D, are you coming? RC, are you coming? Yes or no in the chat. If you're using your phone, remember how you have to do it differently. Going once, going twice. Anybody else? Time, are you coming? If you're able, Nicholas, I've never had you here up here, but we're gonna start cooking in a minute. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Link again right there. 1. There we go. Welcome to the stage, my brother, B. Will. My brother, Woody Mac. My brother, Baby
What's
Jacob.
good, y'all? What's good?
Baby Jacob.
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all?
Baby Jacob. All right. How did you like the show tonight?
Good. I like
Excellent, as usual.
Yes. I like the new set. I like the way you set it up. That 2 minutes on topic, no interruptions. I like that. Because B Will the king of that. So B Will the king of interruptions. Sorry,
am I Jacob?
Yes.
I know I can be quite detail oriented. I'll try to take out some of the details.
Yeah, see, that's the beauty of you guys is everybody's self-aware. And they help, I got, Jacob and B Will have really helped carved me as a moderator for a long time, and always have been. You guys have always gave me constructive feedback, right? Be well.
Yeah, I hope so. Any
I mean, tell the truth.
Yeah.
Tell the truth, Be well, because you had. Remember, I was a crash out. You had to. You brought you. I got better. You helped me a lot.
Yes, you have, but we love your crash outs too. So I ain't gonna be mad at that. I ain't gonna be mad at. I certainly ain't gonna be mad at the host for crashing out. This your show. Do you?
Anyway, you guys stupid. Okay, too mad at please.
So you're
okay. Who wants to go first? That's what I'm sorry. Who wants to go first?
So the first topic is the Aces versus Mystics in the battle, in particular the battle between A'ja and Shakira.
Thank you.
Is that
Somebody
right?
wrote it down. Somebody wrote it down. Thank you. Go for it, Be well.
Well, this won't take long because they're actually my two favorite bigs in the game, and I think you're right. This is a marquee matchup for Shakira to really put her name in the hat as one of the best bigs in the WNBA, which I think she already is. So to keep it short, I'm gonna say what I think the two need to do. Number one, A'ja, who's my favorite player, and I'm Aces all day. Aces versus everybody. Mystics are my second favorite team, so there'll be no Mystics hate for me. But what A'ja needs to do, honestly, of course she has her mid-range game, but I need A'ja to not be shy about being more aggressive in the paint and taking the ball to the rim in a controlled manner. Because a lot of times A'ja will get when she gets aggressive and takes the ball to the rim, she'll be foul baiting and just throw up a shot to try to get a foul call. And I don't want to see that from her anymore. Not anymore. I actually think Shakira. I love the way Shakira plays because in the post she's not afraid to take it to the rim. And the thing I like about Shakira is she's always looking at the basket. She's always looking at how she can get the ball into the basket. Even when she misses, she's looking at the basket, creating a shot. She uses the glass well. She has great footwork. So I think the key for Shakira is to do that same thing no matter who's guarding her. I think A'ja has the size, length, and athletic ability to stay with Shakira that a lot of other bigs don't have.
Mm-hmm.
But conversely, I need A'ja to be more aggressive on Shakira and try to get Shakira into foul trouble. So yeah, it's a marquee matchup that I'm looking forward to.
Love it.
I'll chime in shortly, and this, as you said, that it just made me think though of how the Aces starting lineup generally goes. I got a feeling though that it's gonna be probably true positional matchups this coming game, and Shakira may be guarding Alyssa Smith most of the game.
So who's gonna guard A'ja? Kiki on Shakira? I mean Kiki on A'ja?
Probably Kiki. It may be truly positional matchup wise, because again, yes, even though A'ja is big enough to contend with both Shakira and Kiki, right? Putting Kiki to guard Alyssa does, she gives up a little size to Alyssa, but she's closer in size to A'ja. And then again,
they're the same size.
Steve, are you coming up here? Sorry.
Weight wise.
Go ahead, Wody.
Weight and strength wise, and Alyssa has a little bit of experience on Kiki. Yeah, again, and Alyssa has been showing some improvement in her game. So, but she's not going to be the primary offensive option. So that will give Shakira the opportunity to relax on defense and put more effort in on the offensive side.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it is going to be we'll see, but I think it's going to be Shakira's matching up on Alyssa, and Kiki's going to get that defensive assignment. And they're going to head up,
Okay, 2 minutes. That was a great soliloquy for 2 minutes. So, Misty, I don't know if you caught the rules. Everybody has 2 minutes. B. Will gave his take. Wody gives his take. Then it's Jacob. Then it's you. And then we're going to come back around before we go to the next one that I think B. Will wrote it out. what was next. We're gonna go back, and if you want to comment on anything that somebody said before we go to the next one, you do it, and then the next person does it, but only one take. All right. So, Jacob, to the stage. I mean, you're next, Jacob, and to the stage, Miss D. Go ahead, Jacob.
Okay, so I'm just
no interruptions. No interruptions. Please go.
Okay. So I'll keep this quick. It probably won't take 2 minutes. For me, I agree with what B Will and Woody Mac said. Mm-hmm. I would say this is more of a game because the Mystic bench is good. We all know that. The Mystic bench is pretty good. The Aces starters are gonna do what they usually do. The Washington starters is gonna usually do what they got to do as well. To me, and if y'all agree with me or not, it's fine. I think this game is going to depend on the Aces bench, in my opinion.
Ooh.
And for the Mystics, in order to win this game, is they obviously they got to play well, and they can't turn the ball over too much. And they cannot miss their free throws because their free throws have been like their Achilles tear this year. Mm-hmm. And they got to make sure that the Aces guards don't go off with Chelsea Gray and Jackie Young because Asia's going to just get hers regardless. Same thing with Jackie Young. So I would say make sure Nalissa Smith and Chelsea Gray go off. And that's all I got to say. Also, hello, Ms. D.
Great. Thank you, Jacob. Okay, it's 9:12. Miss D.
Hey, how you doing?
Did you catch what I was saying that I think we want to look at the matchup between Shakira because Shakira has been coming a long way, and I'm thinking what do you think about the matchup between Shakira and Asia?
I think it's gonna be good. Shakira could, give Asia some problems on the opposite end. She could hit the three, she could hit the mid range. It's gonna be a good matchup. But I don't think they're gonna play Shakira too much on Asia. They have depth, so they don't have to do that so she don't get in foul trouble against Asia. So they'll probably mix it up.
Okay. Let's take a look at 23 seconds of a short. Let's see. Of a short from the last game. Let's see. June 26th, the Mystics defeated the Aces 94-83. So the last game, did the Mystics beat? I'm not mistaken. Wait a minute. I thought the Mystics won this last game with them. Y'all remember?
I don't think they played them twice, but I'm not sure.
Hold up. You said you think the Mystics
in June, it was 94-83. The Mystics won. Okay, I want to show a clip from that game, and we're gonna look to see if I'm trying to find a clip, y'all, from the game to see if Shakira and Asia actually guarded each other at any point. Sorry,
I'm saying that too. I'll go glance myself. WNBA website is a good way to see.
Okay, let me go to the website. So, in the meantime, does anybody have a rebuttal with whatever someone has said while we look this up?
I agree with Wody. I think probably how the Mystics are going to match up is going to be at least to start Kiki on Asia and Shakira on Liz.
That is weird. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if they did it that way.
It would be true. It would be true position to position matchup if they did it that way. Now, if they find like there's a way that is an advantage where Shakira probably would have a better chance of limiting Asia. I can see that. I don't see Liz taking advantage, Melissa taking advantage of Kiki or Shakira necessarily, because she doesn't seem to be, you know what I mean, like that hyper aggressive on offense, and maybe also too she doesn't have that freedom to just go get her. She still will give you 12 to 14. 12 to 14 solid points from your big. That's cool.
I think
she just gets it in the flow of the offense.
She was still, of course, she's not an offensive person like that. She's getting better, but I think she was still. Sometimes Kiki don't box out, and Liz could get some putbacks, and on the board she would probably give Kiki some problems.
Okay,
that's what, and that was the reason I was saying that, because she does have to give up some weight.
Here's my take. Here's my Achilles heel for the Mystics. And I said it in my soliloquy, in my opening, my monologue there. Or my segment, one of the segments. I was talking about Georgia Amoore. She cannot turn the ball over when Jackie and them are on her. And because when that ball gets turned over, you cannot turn the ball over with the Aces. They will run you out the gym. So, but I got a solution that if she becomes like a weak point, Sydney knows it. And Sydney has a counter for it. And that would be, I told you, it would be Sonia and Cotie will remain on the floor. But I want to see her play that first half before we have to bring that situation to fruition, okay?
So thinking, you didn't vote me in on the All-Star game, but I'm going to give you a little All-Star player. Georgia Amoore, they told her she's got to keep shooting.
Who's guarding who right now?
Hesitation for Chelsea.
Right now, I see Shakira on
Asia.
On Asia in that one. Maybe that's what. If they're zoning, no, that's not. They straight up. Yeah, it's Kiki on Asia. Kiki on Asia, but Asia had 38 that game. I just looked at
right. They're gonna mix it up because they don't want foul trouble. So it's gonna be different people.
Shakira cannot handle Melissa. She can't. She can't. Not when Shakira going downhill.
I know, but they're gonna mix it up with the Asia though. And they're gonna let just one player guard her.
Oh my goodness.
Oh!
And they mix it up with Liz. Let's see how it goes.
Shakira has to play like this, guys. She has to. Or
they have to start. Sometimes the Mystics start slow. They have to start fast. They can't get behind.
So
they got to start fast.
So look. That was a unfortunately a game where Chelsea wasn't really knocking it down. It was like basically Asia. But Shakira, if Shakira plays the way Shakira has been playing, that's going to be tough. But at the other end, if Jackie tears Georgia up and her turn the ball over, but everybody else to me is even. But I think before I say who has a better bench, let me think about it. Let's go to the next Be Well, and I'll come back to that. About the bench. What's the next one, Be Well?
I'm sorry, I didn't write it down. I'm going off of memory.
Right. Okay. Let me go back and I'll tell you real quick. Hang on, guys. Hang on.
I think it was about Georgia.
Okay, so I was talking about Shakira. Yeah, I know why you had a problem with this. Hold on. Shakira, I was talking about a conversation between, I think it's a measuring stick for Shakira, actually. Asia is Asia. And we don't need to, I'm not comparing them at all. I need Shakira to rise up. And I need to see who she really is tomorrow. The next thing I was talking about, Washington's size versus the spacing of Vegas, meaning you got Betts, Austin, Iriafen. That creates a fascinating problem. Vegas wants room to work with their guards, you know how they work, and Asia. So I think Washington needs to shrink the floor. So who dictates this? Will it be Vegas and their spacing or Washington and their size? Is Washington's size too much for Vegas? And is Vegas spacing going to dictate the game? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So you go first, B. Will.
Oh, me first again.
Or I can switch it up. Okay.
I think it does matter. I think it does depend on what players are actually on the floor at the time. So, excuse me. I think initially we gonna have to see like who comes out and wants to impose their will. Because I think when the Aces play good basketball, they're hard to beat. They're hard to get out of whatever action they want to run when they're playing good basketball. Like when they aren't relying on one person to do too much, the Aces are hard to beat or hard to get out of what they want to do, which is why it's so frustrating to see them go like ISO ball, my turn, your turn type of basketball. That gets on my nerves because they're better. They're so much better than that. And then also, I think the other key is going to be at what point in the game do the Aces really lock in defensively? And I think they'll need to lock in defensively from the start and not, wait to the second quarter to start playing defense like they did against Indiana. So I think that's going to be a big issue or key factor in this game is when do the Aces lock in on defense, because we know the Mystics are going to lock in on defense from the start. All right, that's who they are. They're going to lock in on defense from the start. And so whoever is able to impose their will, impose their game plan is going to be who's successful early.
Love it. That was 2 minutes. Let me stick. I'm going to jump in and then Woody, you go. I want to answer the question about who has the better bench and how this looks with the bigs and then the spacing. Mystics hands down have the better bench because I hear all the time from you guys talking crap about Kristen Bell, and then there's Dana, and then I don't know if Stephanie Talbot's starting or not, and I don't know who the hell else comes off that bench tonight. I don't know. So I got on the Mystic bench, we got Cotie McMahon. You see how she comes in. Lauren Betts, Cassandre Prosper plays, and Angela Dugalić. And now we have Betnijah Laney, who will probably come right in after the coach and the Lawrence guys. And so what are you going to do when you got to give the starters rest? You have to give the starters rest on both squads. I don't know, or are you going to leave the starters in for the Aces the whole time? Because even if you do, they don't drop off much. And what I've noticed, if you've been watching the Mystics, they just go down your throat the whole doggone time. They just ram to the point where the Aces was walking the ball up, trying to bring it up, and then all of a sudden they came at them like, what's going on? Like, it's like, no, they're dictating tempo, pace, everything. They're just like, what are you doing? They act like it's playoff time. That's all I got to say. So spacing, again, and size. Talk to me about it, Wody.
Yeah, they do have a size advantage. They got a talent advantage, but the weirdest thing to me, though, is all this talent they got. It seems like they do most of their scoring in the paint. They're one of those teams that gets that high percentage of their points in the paint. Now, I don't think that the Aces are really a threat to be spreading the floor so much, but they are kind of a balanced team. But when they do hit, Jackie, and Chelsea are on, and even sometimes Asian when she wants to go step out there, that could be a differentiating factor. But the Mystics, from all intents and purposes, especially like when you bring in Cotie off the bench and now they said Laney-Hamilton too, they just got a wealth of talent. especially like when Cotie coming in. It's like she's a wrecking ball. She's a bowling ball.
Oh my god!
Yeah, there's really no guard. I mean, you want to throw Jackie at her, but I mean, she looked like she as big as Jackie already.
Yeah, she run Jackie down. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right, 2 minutes is up. Let's go, Jacob.
Okay, so just to clarify, can you restate the topic again, Ju? I think I know what it is.
Basically, who is going to control the geography? Who's going to control the geography? Is it the Mystics and their size that I named it off, or is it the fact that the spacing that the Aces can create? You know, they create spacing. They can go wide with Young and what's her name, Chelsea and Asia comes out and can hit on the outside spacing. Who else? Melissa Talbot. So what I'm trying to say when I talk about spacing, I feel like when you put the bigs of Washington into the game, they shrink that spacing. You understand what I mean when I say shrink it? They make it doesn't look as spacious anymore. If you notice in that clip at the end of the game, Chelsea had to shoot Chelsea doesn't shoot way out there most often on the wing, on the baseline like that. They stretched the heck out of her. Like, that wasn't working. And you got to be able to hit your shots, because I don't think that Cheyenne Parker's not there. You don't have the bigs. So, you better be ready to knock your shots down. But that's just me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I agree with you there. So my thing is for this is, again, I said this before, and again, if B Will Miss D wants to cuss me out after this, because they're gonna probably disagree because they're Aces fans, but I would say it would have to be NJ too. I would say the Aces bench. They're gonna have to step up in this game in order to win this game. In order for the Aces to win this game, they're gonna have to help out the starters.
Who from the Aces?
Dana, Jewel.
Oh, I forgot. I'm sorry, Jewel.
Yeah, whoever's on the Aces bench. And if B Will and Miss D want to tell me who I'm forgetting, then that's my apologies.
Okay, so let's look at this. Look at their bench, and of course you're gonna have to mix them in with starters, in my opinion.
Yes.
And look at the Mystics bench: Cotie, Lauren, Betnijah, Cassandre, Lucy Olsen, Angela Dugalić, and Buggs, which we haven't seen much of. Look at that bench.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Also, Ju, I forgot to add in one more thing and I should have added it for the last thing too. And this matchup is gonna be
Flores.
big.
I did forget Flores. I'm sorry.
Yeah, her too.
I forgot that.
So one more thing before I end it.
Mm-hmm.
Coaching matchup between Sydney Jones and Becky Hammond.
Hold on. That's another segment that we're gonna come to.
Oh, my bad.
That's okay. Right, you're right along the lines, chat and Jacob. Hold on, we're gonna get to that.
Okay, then I'll end it here then.
Yeah. Misty, thank you, Jacob. Misty, what's your thoughts?
You know what?
The paint or what?
Huh?
If you clog the paint, is my thought. Can the Aces knock down those shots?
Right, and that would kind of because their bench is kind of small. Brianna Turner, she has to play a little bit bigger.
I forgot about her.
As far as their bigs.
Yes.
Who else? I forget.
Yeah.
So if they come in and hit their open shots, they can kind of even out the bigs. Mm-hmm. And also, if they start fast against the Mystics, that would kind of negate the size. The starters, they come out smoking. Mm-hmm. They're still a young team, so we'll see how they respond. So, but if you get them on the ropes as a young team, they already know they're bigger outside of the starters.
Yeah.
So, if they can do that, that's a way they can.
And you know how the Aces are to get in transition. I think this is what you're saying. If they make Amoore, if the Mystics start turning the ball over, which I don't think they do a lot, the Aces are gone. That's how they're gonna. That's what they need to make them do. And I gotta see this tomorrow. So here's another matchup. This is my other matchup I want to talk to you guys about. Think about Sonia Citron and Cotie McMahon. You know, I've been mentioning those two because that's how it's gonna end up. Versus the Vegas's guards and wings, which I guess will. Who are they? The wings, guards and wings. Is it Chelsea, Jackie, and Stephanie, or Jewel? Think of what do you think about the matchup between Sony and Cotie against the Vegas's guards?
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Ms. D. Go ahead, Ms. D.
Well, of course, point guard is a savvy veteran.
Mm.
And so, of course, she don't have the speed on the defensive end, but offensively, she's very smart as far as getting the basketball to her, Asia and Jackie at the right spot. So Sony had to make it harder for her to get in her passing lanes, and then of course Jackie with her strength, we gonna see. I want to see her go against Cotie because Cotie gonna be guarded sometime. So so she might be playing some guard. So we'll see.
So
like
they gotta Washington. You gotta make Vegas initiate your offense away from the basket, far away from the basket.
Right.
I think that's what you're saying. Okay. Who wants to go next?
Oh, can I throw something in that
yeah.
It's not a guarantee, but like I said again, the Aces probably would be the better shooting team, and then that can be a disparity. I forgot. She's had a good game this season and shooting. Justine Passat that they picked up, that 6'4" young lady from Per. If she
like
is
like an X factor,
she could be an X factor if she's able to make her shots, make the opportunity she's given. And Betnijah Laney did show a little of a slight flash. I doubt she's gonna get any burn because because Becky is trying to keep them in good playoff seeding. But with the little time that Betnijah showed that she's a capable bucket getter off the bench. You know what I mean? It'll probably be Dana will be the one that will get the opportunity, if anything, off the bench. But I mean, there's some sparks, there's some spark plugs that also can stretch the floor too off the bench for the Aces. It's again, it comes to if they're able to start putting a cushion on a lead with shooting, man.
A lid on the suit.
I don't think the Mystics match that one thing very well. Shooting, outside shooting.
Well, here's my thing. I think Cotie wants that matchup with Jackie to stop her from getting into her shooting motion. And even Sony's height is disruptive for the when we, and then I know they'll throw like Cassandre in there to disrupt Jewel's height. That's why I think when you said Justine, that's when I would throw, if I need to, you're gonna throw Justine and I'll throw Dugalić in. Okay, I'm gonna throw Angela in because she's 6'4", and she'll match up with her and keep her, not give her that open look. You guys were talking about, let me give B. Willis a shot. Then we're gonna talk about when they fill each other out on Tuesday. I think the second game is going to come down to coaching, and that's what I want to hear from you guys. But let's hear from B. Will. You didn't talk, right?
Right. So I'm gonna go kind of a different way because I think y'all brought up some good points. But I'm gonna go a different way because we're all talking about what Laney-Hamilton is gonna bring to the Mystics, and as a Mystics fan myself, I struggle with this because who's she going to take minutes from? Because she's not a point guard, so she's going to be taking anytime she's on the court, she's taking minutes from Prosper, probably mainly, and then Cotie and Michaela, right? So
oh my God, I forgot Michaela Onyenwere. Oh, go ahead.
So Cotie, Michaela, and Betnijah, they pretty much do the same thing. Yeah, they're slightly different players, but they pretty much do the same thing.
But Michaela is a starter, though.
She is.
Okay.
She is. But again, so if Cotie, again, where's Washington going to fit Betnijah Laney-Hamilton into the scheme, right? Because what the Mystics lack, honestly, for me, the biggest hole in the Mystics game is a point guard. That's the biggest hole.
Right.
That's the biggest question mark.
I told you how we're going to cover that up, what they usually do, and it works. And that's why I need her to hold it down in the beginning until the second half. Because if she gets in there and they start causing her, pressuring her and Amoore, and she can't control the tempo anymore, that's when they switch up and they go with because Betnijah's a guard. So
she's a 2/wing.
Yeah, but that's where we go with Sony and Cotie. That's what we've been doing lately.
Right. That's who closes the game out.
Yeah. So I'm not. Yeah, because he's doing better with okay, I'm gonna give you a chance. We're gonna help get that ball out of your hand, because one thing that she realizes, this is not college. Shakira can bring the ball up. Any of them can bring the ball up, and they do. So they get out of little Georgia's hands, and then she gets them back in order again, and she works the ball. But she's just a decoy, and she just gets out of the way, and then sometimes she dives down the middle.
And that's the thing about her. As a point, for me, if she's not having a good shooting night, she doesn't really give the Mystics anything.
Other than what I said, just kind of
she does. She is pesky on defense. I will give her that. She tries her butt off on defense. She tries her butt off on defense.
She does, but she kind of gets them organized, that if you will, But if they start pressuring, she has a hard time. And I hopefully, I think the most vulnerable minutes for Betnijah that will be Cassandre, like you said. I don't think they'll squeeze Cotie. Some of Michaela's a little bit. Very few of Sonia Citron. Yeah, we still need a point guard. We don't have a backup, but we got Flores. Don't forget about Flores. Okay, next question. Tell me about coaching, guys. Well, Sydney's. You know what Becky's adjustments look like, and hopefully you know what Sydney's adjustments look like. It's going to come down. Let's say the Mystics get the first one over, and now we're going to come down to the second game. Who's coaching? Who would make the adjustments needed for the Mystics? Would it be Sydney to win it, or Becky to get one as well? Who would be the better coaching in that aspect? I'm gonna look at the chat too. Oh, you guys! I didn't even think you guys were gonna pause on that one. Okay.
I don't think that's a fair matchup when it comes to the coaching. But Sydney is, from what I thought of Sydney and what people were saying about Sydney when the Mystics were looking bad, people thought they were tanking at one point to how they're looking now, and they're actually a contending team that's a top defense. He's overperforming. He's overperforming. But
boy,
sorry.
You think he's overperforming, or
he's overperforming? He's overperforming expectations. From what people said about him when they were losing, he's just a. Have you ever heard the term tank commander? Basically, you just hire a coach, but you're trying to lose so you can get good draft picks.
Oh, I didn't. No. He was an assistant behind Teresa. He has some. He's actually the GM. He's actually constructing the stuff that you see going on. And I do see you, Donovan. You're right. And I see you, Kayla, in the chat. Flores has been coming in and giving good minutes, so we don't have to slide, so that I can keep Sonia Citron and Cotie at that wide wing and bring in Flores if we have to, but we also can slide Sonia and Cotie and Michaela, in there as well. Listen, I think that honestly, with Shakira playing the way she does, I really think the Mystics have the talent to to win by 2 or 3. I really do. Maybe 4 or 5, 6.
Oh yeah, they've done it.
And Jay, if you want to come up, I put the link right there. HTTPS Streamline. If you're on your phone, you have to put it into. I don't know. People on the chat are gonna have to tell you. You got to be on your laptop to do that. Okay. Coaching. Who wants to talk about coaching? Who's burning and really wants to tell me what they think about? I love what he said about Sydney. He said Sydney is over.
He's exceeding expectations.
He's exceeding expectations. He's far exceeding expectations. I don't think nobody would say that. I'm putting 100 on 10 on that. Your team right now is in the 5th spot.
Could he be coach of the year?
Man, he would have to climb into the 3rd spot before the season is over.
Okay.
Because then you are well beyond what people is thinking. Then get your team up into the 3rd spot. You like, man, you're a real contender. Your team is a real contender at that point. I think you would be coach of the year.
Wow.
If he can do that, yeah.
Otherwise, being
okay.
number 1, okay, whatever.
A 3rd spot, not the 4th spot.
Nah, 3rd spot. Like, yeah, that's the top 3 being a top 3 team. Like, you was one of them ones.
So what I've heard,
and nobody like, okay, the Aces is 2, the Lynx is 1.
And cool. Natalie already won.
Yeah, like y'all were already. That's what y'all were last year. How much better have you gotten? You know what I mean? That's kind of what y'all already were. The Mystics was never in this predicament no time in the recent history.
They were like
that would be a supreme jump. They were not in the playoffs.
Yeah, they just missed
for a few years. Piss poor for a couple of years. A piss poor team for a few years. Right? That would be an immense jump. And I think he would deserve it in that regard if they can get to the 3rd spot. Beat the Aces the next 2 games. Matter of fact, like this, he's getting his candidacy would be starting to be written if he can win the next 2 games. These next 2 games against the Aces.
I think he's trying to, guys.
I mean,
I think he's trying.
I think Wody he's not far off on that, but he's got to do that because. If he doesn't do that, to me, I understand what you're saying, Wody, but for me, coach of the year is a lot right now. Is a lot between Natalie and Cheryl Reed. Because
Natalie back to back.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to add this in too. I was, as you was looking for the information, Ju, I was on the W site and they had the week 11 power rankings. The Mystics are number 3 in the power rankings. The Valks number 2.
Woo!
The Mystics are one ahead of the Aces, who are at the 4th.
Woo!
At number 3 in the power rankings, their week 11 power rankings.
I think because they've beaten some top teams.
Mm-hmm.
So Donovan agrees
they
that
on
Natalie and Cheryl are front runners. Guys, I'm sorry. I want to get that out. Donovan said I agree. It's Natalie and Cheryl for front runners. Wow.
For sure. Like for me right now, where they have their teams, and again, Natalie is on her 2nd year with an expansion team that she built, and got them, in the number 2 seed right now. Cheryl basically kept 4 players, and her team is number 1. And what she's doing, or allowing Olivia Miles to do, part of that is coaching. Part of what Olivia is able to do for that team is coaching. So, yeah, I think they're kind of a lock right now. But if Sydney can do exactly what you said, Wody, I think you are on spot. He deserves at least to be in the conversation.
Anybody else want to add to that conversation? Jay, you can come up. I put the link down there. Tell me if you're having any issues. Anybody else want to, Jacob or Miss D, do you want to contribute?
It's a big jump.
Okay, I'll go. Then Miss D can go. For coaching, I would say for the Mystics, because I know how Sydney Johnson likes to be with his players. especially Georgia Amoore. And you did say this beforehand. Do not kill Georgia Amoore because you've seen me go after her before. And Michaela Onyenwere. So here's my thing. So if Georgia Amoore and Michaela Onyenwere are not playing good, because I know Georgia, Michaela Onyenwere is inconsistent when her shot's not on, like B. Will said. And Georgia Amoore, because she can sometimes be inconsistent. If those two are not playing well, because I know he likes to keep those players in even when they're not playing well. If those two are not playing well, you got to sub those two out.
Yeah.
Because the aces can kill them on that. With Chelsea Gray, Jackie.
The pressure that they can put on her in that run out is crazy.
Yes.
It'll kill you on that transition, and we can't let them get going like that. But I got a counter. We got an answer. Don't worry.
Also, especially defensively, because those two are not the best defensively. If those two are getting killed defensively, and actually, I want to hear somebody's opinion on this, if that's allowed to happen to you, because I don't know if I'm correct on this or not. If those two are getting killed defensively, put in Cassandre Prosper and Cotie McMahon for defense. If those two are getting killed on defense, that's all.
Okay.
Yeah, Prosper is an excellent on-ball defender. Her length and athleticism, she's excellent on-ball defender.
Yeah.
She struggles a little bit in getting lost in team defense, but on ball, she gets people fits.
Yeah. And Donovan said, going back to the, I know I kind of changed the conversation a little bit because I said, what do you think about Sydney? And you answered it, everybody, but Donovan said Natalie's on a tear, and they are potential title contenders in year 2. That's a great topic to talk about because he just said contenders. He didn't say win it all because the Lynx are smoking. Right. I don't know anybody.
The Lynx was smoking last year too.
No, they wasn't.
I was just glancing over their record.
She got hurt. That P got hurt. Go ahead. Yeah.
I was just glancing over their records through the years back to their last championship in 2019. It seems like they've made the playoffs about. I took like quick mental notes, but about 3 times within this last 7 years since 2019.
Was it
3
18
times.
or 19 they won? Was it 18 or
19?
2019.
Okay.
19. So it's been 7 years since, and in that span of time, I think they were 8th seed a lot. They were 8th seed like 2 times, I recall. 1 time a little bit higher. So I think 3 times within the 7-year span. But definitely like the last 3, they were out of the playoffs since like 2023, right? And the Lynx, for the most part, the Aces, the Lynx, were pretty much, except 1 year, 1 year Cheryl didn't make it, like 2023 or something like that, right? But they're always in playoff contention. The Aces too, they were pretty much always in playoff contention, right? Now I give it to Natalie. Natalie made the playoffs her rookie year, right? Which is cool as an 8th seed. And to be a 2 seed or 3 seed would be a big jump from what you were the year prior. Cool, right? But she won it. What you said, she got it last year?
Yeah.
And I don't know if there'd be voter fatigue behind it because, okay, we gave it to you. We can look somewhere else with it, but I don't think Cheryl, like, you're doing kind of what you always do. Becky, you kind of doing what you always do. Like you said, again, he has to actually achieve that feat. But if he gets them into the 3rd seed, that would mean the voucher will probably be behind them. It got to go to him. It got to go to him.
Can you do me
They'd
a
be ahead
favor?
of the Bells.
Can you do me a favor and tell me if the Mystics and the Valks are going to face each other before the playoffs?
Got you. Heard you. Got you.
Because he got to do like the Aces did and just go on a tear and start like proving himself, just knocking, because they have the 3rd easiest schedule, lightest schedule, going forward. He's gotten through his pretty much his toughest battles, except for tomorrow this week. After that, I think we should look at what, because I heard that is the third lightest schedule. So I'm thinking that, well, who is it outside of the
I got
Aces?
it pulled up.
Tell me who do
The
they play
games
after
left.
the Aces?
All right, Los Angeles after the 2 back-to-back with the Aces. Toronto, Minnesota, that's your test. Portland,
Okay.
Phoenix, Los Angeles again, Chicago, Indiana, I guess if you want to call it a test, yeah. Connecticut, Chicago. They only have 4 teams. They only have 4 teams potentially that could give them a problem.
Who?
Minnesota, Indy,
Minnesota,
and the
Indy,
Aces. And the
3
Aces.
teams.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, 4 games because it's Aces back to back.
Oh yeah. 3 teams, guys. 3 teams.
3 teams,
that's
4
why,
games that they could have a problem.
That's why
it should be Chicago.
That's why he ran to the locker room and leaped on the ground, because they're peaking at the right time.
They got Phoenix. They also got Phoenix on a back-to-back too. Tuesday
ain't
and
worried
Thursday.
about them. They just got blown out the other day.
Right, and they already beat them. And then you got Portland right before that, Minnesota right before that, Toronto. I think that Toronto one is up in the air because who's the coach for them, and what they fought hard. They put up numbers tonight.
They don't got Sarah Ashley Barker. And who did they got Axler? They got Lynn.
No,
I'm talking about Toronto.
You're talking about Toronto, yeah.
Sibley and them, and Marina trying to be
Kiki.
Yeah, trying to be the Damian Lillard of Canada.
Oh my God, Donovan, you're hilarious. Donovan said Phoenix is looking like thoughts and prayers.
Hey.
Thoughts and prayers. But yeah, Toronto is they're the most competitive losers out here. They're the most competitive losers.
I love that how you said that. That's perfect.
Yeah,
that's perfect.
And I like that Anissa Morrow edition. She's out there. She playing hard.
Yeah,
they are the most competitive losers.
Yeah, Toronto's hit or miss. They I don't know. They lack the size. Like
so give them that, right?
Front court.
No, Sably herself by herself is a load down there, and she's a floor stretcher. She's a floor spacer now, and a good defender, much better defender than I guess people gave her credit for.
But see, this is where I come in with Shakira. Kiki. Hell, even Betts is figuring it out. Casey said Kiki looked good today. Yeah. Crazy to think Toronto beat New York Liberty. I remember that. I remember when they beat them. Kiki looked good. Kiki's consistent. Kiki's been real consistent. Barring everybody stay healthy. Listen, everybody just stay. That's my prayer for everybody. Just stay healthy. And then I could tell you. Now, Jacob or Miss D, did you guys want to talk about coaching at all? Or have you? I can't remember if they said it. Anybody want to talk about
I've already talked about it. I was talking about the minutes with if Michaela Onyenwere and Georgia Amoore play bad defensively or play bad in general, then
I got a replacement for them. We got a replacement.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Ms. D, are you there?
Coaching.
I think, of course, Becky, because she's Becky, but I think he has to be not stubborn, and sometimes he do that. He get caught up like a lot of coaches get caught up in their favorites. Understanding matchups when it's not working, pinning in the right rotation. That's his problem. But other than that, it's not, when he does, get it right, it's pretty good. But his rotations and understanding matchups, sometimes he get it in his own way.
Who is better at making adjustments out of the two of them?
Becky.
Yeah. I think Becky is good at, I told you guys this before, Becky is the best when it comes to inbounds, getting a bucket, drawing up a bucket play. That's her thing. But I've seen Sydney make some in-game adjustments that have been fantastic because he's actually substituting correctly, and his rotations have been right on spot. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you can't argue with that, Jude. Yeah. You can't argue with that because
I think that's why that game came down to them winning by 1. It was just I didn't know which way to go with that. It came down to winning by 1. That was crazy.
Yep. You can't argue with that, Juju, because they're winning the close games that they were losing early in the season.
Exactly, because of his adjustments, right?
Mm-hmm.
His in-game his in-game adjustments.
You gotta give him props for that.
You gotta give him props for that. Because I would have said, my girl Becky, but I was like, wait a minute, he's done. I mean, he went down to the wire 4 overtimes. He was doing something right. He's done some real close, even the draw up play for Shakira to go. Man, he's this is gonna be crazy, guys. This is a great week. This is a great week. So look, one last thing for you guys. I think we're okay. Is it too early to think of the Mystics as a contender? Are we a year too early?
Probably,
Yes,
but we gonna see.
They still need that guard because remember we were talking about how you use the Sony and even though they
Flores. I forgot about Flores.
I don't like Flores either.
Yeah, I'd put it like
use the Sony Flores and use the Sony and Cotie. They really need if they get that true point guard, hopefully a veteran. Yeah. But they probably win a series, but they're not ready yet because they don't have the
exactly. Guard. And that's what I wanted to hear you say. I feel there's a difference between me saying I think they win a championship. No, I think they might win. I don't. They're going to win a series. Somebody's not going to want to face them guys.
The Fever.
Fever.
because outside of Kelsey, they don't have no size. I ain't counting on old girl. Believe that alone.
You notice
every time. Size? Wait, hold up. They don't have no size, you say?
No, because every time the Leah's gone.
They just got Mercedes Russell.
Yeah,
you hear about MSD?
Really,
exactly. Mercedes Russell.
Really, and she's just
joined
a
real
Mercedes Russell ain't made a difference on any team she's been on.
Exactly.
She's a body and shit.
Mercedes Russell. I don't believe in
she's a body and shit.
She's 6'7".
They don't need a body. They need somebody to play defense and a rebound. And
I'm sure she'll do that. She's serviceable for a backup.
She okay.
For a backup.
She's 6'7", slow and unskilled.
Okay. Exactly.
And no heart. Sorry.
I don't know. See, like I said, some of these teams, they just I don't know what they method to the madness. They putting players like, come on, man.
You ain't got nobody big on your Fever bench. So I can see
we ain't talking about big. Who cares about big? You got to have skill. The hell?
And guess what? That's better than taking Tierra McCown.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
I promise you, it's better than taking Tierra McCown.
Kalani Brown would have been a good choice.
That's better than Kalani too, because Kalani ain't got no heart.
Yeah, but no, Kalani played better than Mercedes.
I would take Kalani Brown.
Mercedes look every bit of serviceable.
No, she don't. Kalani played pretty good last year. Even though Kalani played good for the Mercury.
She sure did. Time in Seattle, she looked serviceable.
Y'all hilarious, bro. Y'all hilarious,
man.
Serviceable.
Kalani Brown,
Mercedes Benz.
7 rebounds.
No, she ain't even Mercedes Benz. Her name just Mercedes.
10 points, 7 rebounds.
If Nate Tibbetts would have given Kalani Brown more opportunity, they might have been more successful.
Well, I don't know about all that, but it would have been no sweep. It would have been, a series. Maybe.
Yeah.
All they need from that woman is about 15 minutes. Just give them 15 minutes.
Give him 15 minutes of what?
What are you talking about?
Right.
Grab some boards, and put your hands up when somebody run at you.
How many boards are we talking about? How many boards are we talking, running back?
This said she was slow.
5. Give you 5 or 6.
You can be tall if you want to, but if they're going around you, it don't matter.
Hold on. I don't know if she's gonna be ready to go.
Hold on. Let me hold on. Let me welcome to the stage Jay I forget how to pronounce it, but let me
got
welcome.
Paper. Jay got Paper.
Yeah, got Paper, and let me welcome Jermaine Bourne. I don't remember Jermaine if I met you before. Always come in and say hello to the chat and myself. And if you haven't hit that like button and subscribe, do so right now before you forget. And let me read what you said. It's going to be a lot of sad faces if the Mystics make it to the finals.
Hey,
You're too early. I can't lie. You're too early.
because you got to realize, none of them have any real playoff experience.
That's wishful thinking.
That's true, you will.
True. That's true.
I was gonna throw in one other caveat as far as the Mystics getting anywhere. Right now, where they fall right now? They what spot are they in?
Tied fifth.
Are they tied for fifth? I have to look at this record real quick because I have it pulled up here on.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
let me before you say that, let me get Jay's take. Jay, did you want to say anything while you look that
Mystics?
up? Anything you'd like to comment on what we've been discussing? Because I know you said about 10 minutes ago you wanted to come in.
Oh yeah,
How you
I was
doing,
just
Jay?
gonna say I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good.
That's good. But yeah, the Mystics, they're young. They're a young, good team. I ain't expect them to be this good. Like I really didn't though, because I thought they were just a little too young, and I didn't like their coach. But man, Shakira, Kiki, and Sony, that young core been stepping up, and then Cotie off the bench.
Woo.
I don't know who can stay in front. I don't know who wants to stay in front of.
Who wants to stay in front of
Not
her?
even say who can, who wants to, because
Who wants to is excellent.
The body that she got, the way she used it, the way she used angle to attack the basket.
She's a wrestler.
She ain't scared of nothing.
With Jay, I told somebody because I love guard, I love playing defense. I'll be honest with you. A lot of me, what I would do with her, I have to backpedal on her ass. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
And try to rip it. I do this thing where I backpedal and I'm slapping down, because literally I used to like to jab at you, but when she gets to going full speed, like she'll take a rebound and go at you, and I'm not gonna run side by side. I'm a sprinter. I'm a sprinter, so I know how to get in front of you. But a lot of me is gonna be a lot of backpedaling, and my last hope is that I swipe down, because I'm gonna have to take it to the chest, and she's gonna have to knock the hell out of me, and I'm not gonna do that.
True. Because you got to try to slow her momentum down when she in transition. Because
But how?
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's hard. It's hard to slow her down in transition because she's so quick, and then she got the body to, what's the word I'm looking for? She got the body to stay like.
It's like she's coming. So yeah, her handles look a lot better.
Yeah, her handles too.
It's like you have to be there already and clog the angle. It's an angle that you have to take from her. But the thing about I noticed with Cotie that's made me a believer, is that Cotie has learned how to step on a dime and pull up. And I said, where the hell is she learn that?
True, she has, and like that's big for her developmental. Like,
it
just learning to stop and pop.
Because remember, she didn't know, and she would just get a foul. And I'm like, Cotie, stop and pop. And she's doing it.
Because you're right there at the rim already. You just got to knock it down.
You don't need to run through people, sweetheart, because they know how to take the angle. And I was like, when I saw her, I was like, here she go again. And she actually did not do what I thought. And I started watching her more. And then I started seeing her shooting three. I'm like, when did this? Jermaine said fast lane Cotie.
Yeah. True.
Easy pass, Cotie.
Easy pass.
I'm stealing it. Fast lane Cotie or easy pass Cotie. I'm stealing it. If you hear me say it, Woody and May, that's from you. God dang it. I've been trying to think of what else they call her. Mac truck. What else? Oh my gosh. And then the crazy thing, she's not out of control, Jay.
No, she isn't. Like, she goes to the basket in control. Like, she know what she want to do. She either gonna get the bucket or get fouled.
Yep.
Okay, what else did you think you were listening? Anything burning you want to add to the
Oh
conversation?
yeah, and about the Aces and the Mystics bench, the Aces clearly got that. I mean, the Mystics clearly got the advantage over the Aces. No,
Yes.
Mhm.
clearly, like I think tomorrow it's gonna come down to what the starters are gonna do and how the coaches adjust.
Yep.
The Mystics could pull an
Exactly.
upset tomorrow. I wouldn't be surprised if the
I
Aces
wouldn't be surprised.
if the Mystics beat the Aces. I wouldn't be surprised.
Now
They
you
beat the
picking the
Spurs already.
Mystics, Jay. Now you picking the Mystics. After I
Man,
picked them in other games, you said, hell no, they're gonna lose.
hey man, look, I just wasn't
They
sold
already
yet,
beat
but they
him one
proved me
time
wrong.
prior.
They proved me
They beat
wrong.
him once before.
They
Hey,
already
hold
beat
on.
them.
Hey, Auntie Jew, this man is a Golden State hater and a Mystics hater.
Man, I'm not a
He's a
Golden
hater
State
of both
hater.
Woo!
teams.
Man,
Woo!
Jacob, don't lie on me like that. I ain't a Golden State. You know why I don't like Golden State like that.
Why?
Man, they beat my team 3 times. Of course I'm have a little bit of hate for them.
Who's your team?
The Dream.
Uh,
Yeah.
I
I
feel sorry for
yeah.
your loss coming in the
Hey,
NBA.
Gabby. Yes, sir.
I feel sorry for the loss you about to get on September 21st
I
and
feel
September
sorry. I feel
23rd.
sorry for this man. I don't know who this guy is.
Man, what do you miss it? The Liberty ain't doing shit. Stop it.
I will be
Oh, you a
and I
Liberty
will
fan?
be there too. I will be
Okay,
there
okay.
if as long as
Man,
the team
we
is
about to beat
healthy
the
and the
Liberty
people I
ass,
want to
man.
see, hey, as long as the people I want to see is playing, I'm gonna make sure I have my ticket. I'm gonna be
Okay.
nice and cool.
Wait. Who was it? What do you want to see play?
If Ryan Howard is healthy and she playing, if
Uh-huh.
JJ is healthy and she playing, if Sabrina
Uh-huh.
is healthy and she playing.
Okay.
Hopefully all of them be healthy.
And who do you
No,
got? When you got the Liberty, right? Over the Dream, right?
absolutely.
The Liberty, the Dream need to come on. The Dream need to
I got
grow
the
up
Dream
real
over the Liberty.
fast.
Man, Auntie Juju, I've been saying the same thing. But I
I'm
don't
so
know.
I'm
It's
so
just
mad at them right now. I'm like, I tell them all the time what they need to do, and they need to figure. But they've been, rolling over again, some folk. But they need to understand. Stop shooting a gang of. Please drive to the basket,
please
please.
go to
God,
the basket.
go to the
You
Who
like
said who?
follow
that's what
your
I'm
shot,
saying.
Ryan Howard.
Ryan
Stop.
Howard, man.
Ryan,
You
she
can't
is
tell her that
so
tonight.
cocky
You
that
can't tell her that
she
tonight.
sit there and shoot the ball and and pose and look at it, and then it comes right back to her. And then she's like, "Oh, I need to go." Like, girl, why wouldn't you? You don't know when the ball left your hand which way it's gonna go. You the main the one should know.
I'm glad you mentioned that. I never see Ryan Howard follow her shot.
And she
Never.
does it as an afterthought, and then she's so close to getting it. And I'm like, Ryan, your big ass could have already been gotten that ball. Like, what are you doing?
Ryan 6'2". Why is your first thought to take the 3-point shot is
You
my
six
question.
two, bro.
She good at it because she good at
I
it.
get it, but that's not the only
Okay.
thing she's
Tonight
good
is
at.
not the night to tell her not to shoot.
Yeah,
Tonight
it'll
ain't
be
that night.
no on a
JJ
regular
do the same thing,
percentage. JJ do the same thing.
right? Because she's not the
Look, I
same
Because she
JJ
good
as
at it.
she was with the
Just because
Connecticut
you're good
Sun.
at it doesn't mean you should be doing all the time. Do
that's why
something
I'm saying
different.
Right,
you
she
look
too
you
big.
don't
You
God
talk
damn.
about
gotta do
Ryan
all the
Howard?
Ryan
She's
time.
6 what? Six
Ryan
six.
played. She's Juju's height, and she got
Mm-hmm.
She
no
got
bag
the
in terms of like
Man,
running.
Juju got a way
Taking
deeper bag than her, man. I ain't
way
gonna lie.
deeper bag. You don't take no
Way deeper
nigga. You
bag.
should be going. I seen her do something. She avoids contact, but it was cold. Like she had to step through. She did a euro. I was like, you got all that, Ryan, and you don't do that.
Ryan is
and
cold,
for
man.
those
Because
that get it though,
she
what
pick and choose when
Ryan
she
doesn't
wanna
Ryan kind
play.
of play like Paul Pierce, just nonchalant,
She need to
that
stop with
smooth
that
nonchalant
nonchalant
game.
because she drives me crazy.
Ryan is cold.
Ryan
Ryan
She
is
could,
too
That
cold.
she
Paul
could
talented.
be
Pierce game.
she
She
could
too
be so
talented to play
cold.
like that.
She could
She
be
too
cold, so
talented.
cold.
Too
She could
talented.
be.
She too
She
talented.
could truly be. She could truly be. She's talented enough that she could be the best player on
So
offense and defense.
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
this. I'm gonna say this. She. It's maturity, by the way. She is
Mm-hmm.
so close to being in the elite conversation, but I'm not gonna put her there. I'm not doing it. She hasn't earned it for me.
No,
She's
she
very
hasn't.
close. She's very close to being elite, but I'm not doing it, guys. And it's out of love. I'm saying this. Out of love, because that nonchalantness is driving me. And I don't know if it's like she doesn't want to fail, or I don't want
Look,
to
if
come
you
out.
want to be great, you got to
That's
fail
her game.
sometimes.
Hey,
Yeah.
Hey, I like that. But
You
that's her game.
gotta get Ryan mad.
Yeah.
When
Think
Ryan
she's
gets
not the
mad,
person to get mad and perform though.
she does. When she gets mad, she turns it up.
yeah.
But
But
it
she
Now,
just
shouldn't
I
don't.
take
said
that
You don't
though.
ever see her get affected. You rarely see her get affected.
I said this to Juju before in a conversation about Juju Watkins. I said, in a way, Ryan Howard could be exactly what we're expecting out of Juju Watkins coming in. Similar size and a lot of similar athleticism and skill set. It's just what though Ryan Howard doesn't utilize nothing out of the mid range unless she drive into the basket. Right?
Look,
She a better defender.
She should be able to stop. She need to step in and kill on that mid range. The best mid ranger in the league is Courtney Williams, but it will be soon. It'll be Maddie Booker and Juju. But Juju is a killer, and I need Ryan to be a killer. Okay,
that's the
not
thing.
a killer.
She's not a killer, and Juju is. That's the difference.
Yep.
Hannah Hidalgo and Juju are killers. Like I think Hannah borderline psycho.
Oh no, she is. Hannah's a psycho. That's an understatement. She a psycho.
And that's a compliment.
She a cutie too.
But see, Juju non-champion as well, but she got the mindset of like, okay, I'm gonna come kill you.
Yes. She's nonchalant too, but what I mean, you can't. It's a poker face, basically. But
right.
Because
when
I met her, she done gave me a hug, gave me a handshake, everything, and the girl is like so different off the court. It's like she's two different people. Like she's so humble and so like she's just funny. She's just a goofy girl, but she's funny. She's so humble, but the aura when she's focused is deadly. Like when I think of myself playing ball, and I'm thinking like, could I guard her? But because of her shiftiness, it would be, and her size. Oh hell no! But I don't think I wouldn't try. Don't think I wouldn't try to stay with. She ain't faster than me, but I know damn well. Like, good God, dude. Like I can't. That's another topic. Tomorrow night, every Tuesday, I had it at 7 because I'm doing like a series of what I want to talk about with USC up until this point, and I'm gonna have to change the time because the game that we were talking about earlier, Jay, Mystics and Aces, come on at 7 o'clock. Wait, 7:30?
Right. It's 7 o'clock.
Oh, it comes. Let's see, 7 o'clock, and I think my little episode was coming. Not little. My episode was coming on at 7:30. Ain't nobody gonna be here talking to me because y'all gonna be watching the game. So I'm gonna try to hook it up about 3, which would be 6 o'clock. If you're on the East Coast, if you can join, you want to talk some college hoops. You want to come in and contribute to the conversation. Who's your team? College, if you have one, Jay. Who is it? Who's your college?
South Carolina.
Oh, perfect.
Cox up, baby. Cox up.
Perfect. And the thing, and the reason why I say that is because I did it last Tuesday. It was the first time, and I don't think a lot of people came because I can't remember what was going on. Something was going on Monday, but a Tuesday. But my goal is to have conversations with, if your team is the Gamecocks, Texas, UConn, Notre Dame, whoever your team is, we're gonna talk. About next season. You want to talk? You want to ask questions about my Trojans? You want to talk? I don't care who you're rooting for. It doesn't have to be the Trojans. At some point, there's gonna be like open panel because of what I've said, and then you say, well, too, I think the Gamecocks. Like I might like if you want to challenge our debate and you want to say, well, this is my starting 5, and I'll say, hey, this is my starting 5, and then this is why I think that, and it's friendly. It's nothing cutthroat.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
But I love because the Gamecocks are going to be really interesting to me, and they're already with the Maddie situation leaving, and
that point guard position is going to be up.
Which it kind of already was, but
it was.
I heard this is. I'm just gonna say this. My thought of Tessa moving to that, I feel bad because I feel like Tessa is like she's a free flow. She seems like a type that kind of like needs to be not.
It'll limit her game.
It'll limit. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say.
Tessa Johnson is more of a 2 to me than a 1.
Yeah, I agree. She's more of a 2 than a 1. Like you don't want. I wouldn't mind her doing it, but I don't think you would want Tessa doing it because it'll take away her best skill set, which is catch and shooting.
Yeah, she's not a great ball handler either.
Right. So it's like you don't want her playing on the ball a lot, but she can do it here and there. But I would just like to see her more off the ball than on the ball.
I want to see. I just feel like she's like that. She needs to have. You guys listen. I'm just gonna be honest. She needs to have that freedom that when the play is broken, did you let her cook like Joyce? Because Joyce don't look the pass not a goddamn time to me. But you know what I'm saying? But I love it though because she's the only mismatch to me that I would. It's not that I don't think my Trojans have anything for her, but she's the one that's like, yeah, let's go, Joyce. Yeah, I want her back. But Tessa needs to be your like go-to, like when shit don't ain't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you lock her in. You know what I mean? Then you lock her into the point. And Dawn is very like a control freak to me. Like you got to do it.
Yeah, you got to do it her way or no way. Like, I get what you're saying.
But I'm thinking she's been loosening. You know, maybe she understands basketball's going into this positionless type of free flow like the way we play. We finally have the athleticism and the players to really put together the vision that Coach Gottlieb has always wanted in that offense. But you got to have the players. You got to have the players that can run it correctly, and you're going to see it run, I believe, correctly. But I feel like, damn, you want to put Tessa there? I mean, maybe she won't do it the whole time. I know Baker can do it, but even McCure, like, you got to leave her alone too. Like, she got to have that free, you know, like, ooh, I know that's hard for her. But, yeah. But at the same time, anybody except for maybe don't have Joyce or necessarily or Chloe or Ashlyn bring up the ball. But you got enough perimeter. Jordan can bring it up. You don't have to lock it in and look for the point and throw it to them and then start it. Just let them start it. You know,
right. Just let them start the action.
Just let them start the action, get off the ball. But Lord have mercy, if you lock that poor child in, I'm just like, oh
no. I don't want that. I
don't want that for you guys. I really don't. And I think honestly, it's going to. I think it'll take you guys a little bit more time to gel than it will us. But
it will.
And I think, I really wanted to see a better matchup than I'm going to think I'm going to see on November 15th. And if we win, like I feel like we will, I feel like Jacob knows me. Like, I've been wanting to rub it in, but I don't even feel like I can because I'm like, no, I want to see them like in March or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Look, man, if y'all win, rub it in. I'm here for it.
Hey, no, Jay, don't do that bullshit because if I do that, you're gonna get on my ass for it. Don't do that bullshit.
Jacob is gonna do it. I got people.
Jacob, you're gonna do it regardless.
Hey, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna say, you know what?
Yes, you are, Jacob.
Yes, you are.
I would not do it. I would not do it to you, Coffee.
But the only reason why we would do it, because I laugh all the time when people was like, "But we blew you out by 30." I'm like, "Who the fuck you talking about?" Listen, that's the forgotten season. Don't talk about the last year. That's the forgotten season. You beat us.
Yeah, but
you didn't beat Juju Watkins in USC.
I'm not going off of that though. Like, okay, it's 2 good wins, but it was a team without their best players. So I mean, how much credit can you take away?
How much can you take from that? And then they try to tell me, but you had this, you had sweetheart. Our pain points was horrible. Like, don't say it, Jacob. Jacob, please don't say it because I don't want to hear her name. Jay doesn't want to hear it. Thank you, Miss D. Please don't bring up her name. I don't want to put her. I love
her trash ass. Oh hell no, I'm not bringing her up.
Yeah, please.
Hey,
Oh,
I know who you're talking about. You're talking about
yeah, yeah.
not this Jay, but the other Jay. Whenever I hear
Oh
her name,
God.
say
Oh my
effing.
God. You guys. And then on Twitter they were saying it too. And I'm like, okay, it's over. We're free, guys. But anyway, Jay, it's kind of like, okay, because it's not you, it's not anyone else. It's just certain it's like Pharaoh and Nation, and I got somebody, me and Truth be joking on Twitter, but he like Twitter, he gonna tell me we're gonna blow you out by 20. I said, Negro, we've never been blown out by 20 except for last year and Peely on Utah. That's the only time Juju has never been, you've never have beaten her by more than 20 or 30 points ever. So
that ain't gonna happen.
It ain't gonna happen.
Hey,
you know what I mean? Like, come on, give us some more credit. Yeah, Chloe, it says somebody said something about kids. I wonder if kids game will complete this new line. Kids is about 70% right now, but I heard she's knocking down threes, which is what you usually do. Like Juju, her three ball is better because, while she was recovering, that's all she could really do. But I think by November, I wouldn't push her. It's not that important. I don't even think she'll be 100% because she's only at 10 months, guys. So, Juju's had 19 months to heal. So if you ever doubt or think she's not the same, actually, I wouldn't put money to say that she's not. She's actually stronger.
I think she'll be better.
She's going to be better because cerebrally and physically. And my girl Jazzy as well. And the pressure, because the usage doesn't have to. It's Kennedy as well, and Sanaya she's incredible. Like
Jay the Thanaya hater.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Sanaya is number. She is crazy. She's crazy good. You'll see.
Yeah, I seen her on the Nike Hoop Summit.
And the FIBA, and she was the MVP, and she played up, and she was the MVP. Oh, brother. So it's just a matter of
I love Sanaya all game.
Yeah, Sanaya's cold. Yeah, she's cold. But listen, like I said, I may have to kind of rub it in just to rub it in, but I really think that the competition next year is going to surprise people, not just with SC and Carolina. For Coastal, I really like UConn. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand why they're so high, because the only player, the only two players I think that are good, I really like the freshman Bacosa, and I really like Sarah Strong. Other than that, I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, like who else?
Blanca.
I don't even care. I don't even care if you throw Blanca Quiones in there. What the hell?
Are you really worried about her though?
Are you really worried?
Oh my gosh! If y'all, that's cap. That's cap. Come on, y'all. Blanca Quiones is a solid player. She's gonna be great. She's gonna be great.
But the thing is, when I saw her in postseason, I was like, "Oh no, what happened?" Because I seen her in person.
She didn't show up.
She did not show up at all. It was going too fast. But I think it's because she was injured, and I don't think she had too much time off. But it was going too fast for her. Everything was moving, and I mean, the game plan for them was exactly the way we did it with Kennedy on Sarah, and I was surprised that Dawn. I said that's got to be Deli.
I was surprised too.
That's our assistant.
That was Deli.
Deli's trash ass? Oh hell no!
So we're mad at him, by the way. So Deli, Deli drew that up because you got to put a guard on Sarah. You have to.
Because she plays like a guard.
Because she plays like a guard.
Yep.
Oh, wait, hold on. Jude, let me say this real quick. B-Will doesn't know who Deli is, by the way, so I'm not expecting B-Will to know that.
Yes, he does.
Y'all former assistant coach?
Yeah, former assistant
God damn it.
Yeah. Yeah, Jacob Donovan said you're being messy tonight. Yeah, I'm really trying to have a good conversation.
Jacob always messy. Jacob always messy. But we love him. Right. We love him. It's all good.
Yeah, and so, people talk about, like, I just think that you talk about depth. It's like we have it too. But depth, I think, obviously, come on now. Like, if you don't know, you don't have three number ones on the court, and a
Yeah,
number 4,
that
and
is true.
you know what I'm saying?
That is true.
And Kennedy being a
I
number
think we
5,
got more names.
and then
That's
Sarah,
the
and
reason
you just
why.
have bodies, and then you know what I'm saying? It's like
Right.
that's and then it's 14, and you don't play tag very much at all. You're not going to play, the Kelsey, the Kellys, and all wherever. You're not going to be playing all that. Jersey would get in there and do her best, but Jersey is, that's Juju's little sister. Like, you really think Jersey's the type of person who's like, let me guard Juju. Because she's
Man, she gonna get cooked guarding Juju.
She's gonna get cooked, but her ego is gonna want to do it.
See, right, egos, and I'm glad you mentioned egos because people don't think athletes got egos.
Oh,
they do. They do.
Of course we do.
Hey Jay,
sometimes ego is good though.
Yeah, sometimes it's good, but sometimes it's bad as well.
Jay, we would have got 2 former college athletes on the panel in Juju and B Will. They would tell you that.
Yeah,
you gotta have ego.
You gotta have.
You don't have to be an asshole, but you gotta have an ego.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you don't have to be an asshole, but you gotta have an ego. Yeah.
Hey, wait, Ju, can you put my profile picture on the screen, because I gotta let these people know about these 3 people on my profile picture real quick.
Your profile picture. Wait, what happened to? Hold on. Let me do something real quick. He loves these 2 people.
Hold on. These are this is the best trio in women college basketball. This is the best trio defensively. And the fact that they let Beth Burns, out of all coaches for defense, to get Juju, Jazzy, Kennedy, Zanaya, Ryan Bennett, Betnijah Davis, Sarah Okeke, Laura Williams, all those girls. Y'all gonna let Beth Burns get them? Oh, y'all cooked. Y'all cooked. Y'all cooked.
She's one of the best defensive coaches in the game, believe it or not, guys. It's a lot of our schemes and schematics. It's a lot of it's her, and she is the associate head coach. Shout out to Coach B. I love what Coach Kelly D. Johnson is doing. Kelly Dormack, I think is her name. What she's doing with the girls in terms of the creative training and the way they just look connected, but I'll talk about that tomorrow. If you guys could please come and join me. I want to shut it down real quick. But thank you all for joining. Jay, you're welcome. B Will, you're always welcome. Jacob, you know what it is. Woody Mac, I missed you. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that hype button. If you ever see the hype button pop up, hit that hype button. I'm getting subscriptions every time I come up, and I just want to thank and appreciate you all, because what we love to do here is we love to talk hoops, we love to talk basketball, and we love to have straight up conversations. And we did it tonight, and we did it well. And those of you in the chat, all of you guys that are participating, I'm reading everything you guys are saying. Loving it. Donovan, I haven't seen Donovan in a minute. Nicholas, where you been? Yeah, so we're gonna talk about it, but I'm starting to hear. I'm starting to realize a lot of people are named a lot of names that you don't know. Maybe I need to bring some familiarity. I've tried to do shows about it. Maybe I need to bring you up to speed on who these new players are and what we have and what we.
Yeah, I would like that. I want to know more about USC.
Yeah, because everybody just goes Juju, Jazzy, Kennedy.
Yeah, that's what
Laura
I do. I ain't gonna lie.
And then you think we don't have this 6'6" miraculous, beautiful player, Panya Davis. You don't know about Sarah Okeke. She's number 5. Satea Fagan, number 1 international player, 5-star. Like, you don't. Oh my God! Like, I can't wait till you see this. It's gonna be fun. They're gonna be fun to watch. They're easy on the eye. You already know that. I hear it all the time. And they just play some incredible ball. When we play Trojan basketball, it looks more like Showtime Lakers. Just know that. So it's gonna be fun. But I'm gonna be at both games. I'm gonna be in the first game on the 2nd in Vegas, and I'm gonna be in South Carolina, God willing, on the 15th. And then I don't know. Okay, we can meet. So I don't even know about yet our preseason schedule. I don't even know. Other than North Carolina State,
We play them
in
again?
South Carolina. Yeah, because remember that's like a home and away thing.
Wait. Speaking of that, I think USC announced they're playing like a team, like some team I'd never heard of before. They're playing
Youngstown or something like that.
Yeah, I was saying like, what the heck is this?
Okay, yeah, I gotta catch up on that. And Jacob, you too. All right, try to join me tomorrow at 3:00 my time. Hopefully, because I got things that I'm working around to kind of do it. If not 3, I'll move the time. But we gotta all come back after the Aces Mystic to try to see.
Okay, I'll be there.
Yeah, come back to try to see what we've said tonight and how it matches up. Mm-hmm. Okay, y'all. All right, so I want to close it down. I want to thank you guys and have a great evening or night. And I'll see you tomorrow. Fight on.
Take care.
Yes, ma'am.
Peace.
Salute.
Around here, this is more than a game. It's family, it's culture, it's legacy. A community that understands the work, respects the grind, and honors the journey. From the hardwood to the highlight moments, to every player chasing greatness. This is where passion grows, where fans become family, where standards are protected, where women's basketball lives. Welcome to Everybody Loves JuJu12.